Magandang umaga po. Hingi lang po ng insight. Lumalabas kasi doon sa mga hearing nyo, parang kahit na may sinabi na ng presidente na favor siya sa economic chacha, pero yung DepEd ayaw pa rin. Parang ino-oppose nila. Parang sila lang yung agency na nag-stand to oppose. Insights lang po.
Well, we respect their position. In the same manner na lahat yan, pros and cons, we respect. The essence of the ano lang naman, yung mga yung mga insight of the resource speakers are meant for the congressman in making its final decision on how to vote on the matter. As to whether or not ang DepEd oppose it or yung some other people opposes it, ano lang yun, ganun talaga. At the end of the day, basta magbobotohan dyan, whether it is their stance were able to influence the congressman, will be revealed later in the outcome of the voting. But as I've said, we respect kung anong position ng DepEd yan. Yun.
In addition to that lang po siguro, I wouldn't know how particular to interpret, with finality yung sinabi nung resource person ng DepEd. But if I recall correctly, under the interpellation of Congresswoman Kimbo, there were actually some admissions by the resource person that there might be just differences in the understanding of the provision. But what I can say from my personal understanding of how the hearings proceeded, we do understand that there would be apprehensions on the part of DepEd on how it would play out po, no? Kasi the question talaga po nila that we saw was that dun sa control and curriculum and in relation to the mandate of DepEd. But we have to remember po, no, that the mandate of DepEd only flows from law and from the Constitution. So the question that they presented before us na paano na po yung curriculum, paano yung mga existing laws namin, that it's the effect of the Constitution po, no? So if Congress as a whole, together with the Senate, decides to change it, then mag-adjust naman po yung DepEd. And there was that admission na it's not impossible. Kasi nga po, with the caveat na unless otherwise provided by law, there will be further regular legislation to set out the parameters, the limits, kung anong mangyayari po dito sa DepEd. And of course, they will follow, which includes the control and mandate over curriculum and such. Yun lang po.
Ginagalang natin yung opinion ng resource person galing sa DepEd nung isang araw. Although hindi ako nag-agree kasi medyo parang kumukontra ata. Sa distrito ko mismo, napakaraming international schools. I hail from the 2nd District of Taguig, kung nasaan po ang BGC. At napakarami naman pong international schools doon. Sinasabi nila na those schools exist because of legislation. So what makes these foreign institutions any different? Parang kontra ata. Pero ginagalang natin yung opinion nila and para yun sa further na pagninilay ng mga congressman na sa dulo naman kami din naman po ang boboto. Pero naniniwala po ako na kung nag-exist naman ngayon ang mga international schools dito at matagal na po silang nag-exist, wala naman pong masama na pumasok pa ang mga international, ng mga iba pang international schools. Naging issue kahapon ng mga resource persons yung mawawala daw yung sense of nationalism natin. Pero makikita natin sa napakaraming bansa tulad ng Singapore, marami pong mga international schools na nasa Singapore. Yung sikat po na school na INSEAD, nasa Singapore po yun. Pero parang hindi naman nawawala yung pagmamahal nila sa bansa nila. In fact, alam natin ang Singapore, Kong Mark, talagang known sila na matatag ang kanilang paghanga at pagtingin sa kanilang bansa. So sa tingin ko, marami namang safeguards against yung mga fears ng ating resource persons kahapon. Salamat po.
Okay,
Sorry, just one more in addition po.
Go ahead,
Kasi
sir.
it was mentioned by Kong Pami, and I agree actually, it came to mind nga yung sinasabi doon sa international schools. If we recall during the hearing po, no, naging question po talaga yun when it comes to international schools and even playing field. And lumuwas po doon, hindi masagot nga ng DepEd po, no, kung ano ba talaga yung ownership ng British School of Manila, Everest, and other schools na na-mention ni Stella Kimbo, ni Congresswoman Kimbo. So it brings to light the question po, no, ang nakikita po namin, although we understand the stand of DepEd, pero napaka-limited. Actually, kahit sa testimony po nila, sinabi nila, ang DepEd lang po makakasagot doon lang sa basic education. Hindi po nila may sasagot yung sa tertiary kasi sa CHED na daw po yun. Pero if we want to take into consideration, we cannot decide on CHACHA based on dito lang tayo magfo-focus. Kasi if we look at the whole amendment that is being proposed, we're talking about, although basic na banggit doon, it has an effect on tertiary. It has an effect on international schools. So, as much as we understand and we respect the position of DepEd as concerning their mandate sa basic education, we have to consider yung whole po, no? So, their sole opinion, dun nga pa lang sa international schools, cannot give us a final conclusion, then we must look to the other resource persons. Yun lang po siguro, in addition lang po sa sinabi kong Pami. Thank you.
Thank you. Ihabol ko lang phone-in question from Red Mendoza from Manila Times. Do you think it is reflective po ng posisyon ni BP Sara sa naging stance ng DepEd sa economic provisions ng CHACHA? Anybody po?
I wouldn't even hazard a guess.
Well, so on that question po, no, we're not mind readers. We cannot say if this is actually the stance of a reflection or a projection of the opinion of the good secretary. However, we must understand, ako personally, the fact that they sent a USEC for legal seems to show that this is more of a legal opinion. I'm not sure yet if this is a politically informed or a political view of the department, but the fact that legal siya and then it was very technical in nature concerning only the basic mandate would tell me this is a very legalistic view of the opinion. I guess that's all that I would say on that matter po.
Ako lang, baka naman, I don't know if, perhaps my understanding is also wrong, Baka mali din ang pagkakaintindi ng, ng DepEd. Because if you're going to analyze itong amendment sa education, di ba nauna yung basic? You have to recall that wala naman dati ang education nun basic education lahat yan but after the na-separate na ang elementary high school at nagkaroon na ng higher ed, kaya nga nagkaroon iniba na DepEd na saka UNCHED so when the constitution speaks of education at that time, it refers to the entire basic and tertiary, but because there is already a basic which is handled by DepEd and tertiary which is handled by CHED, I think kung bakit nilagay doon yung basic is to distinguish the basic education from the tertiary. If you're going to analyze the proposed amendment, three sentences lang naman yan Basic education, unless owned by mga being operated by religious, etc., di ba? Doon yung limitation Filipino sa 60%, 60-40 Filipino, period. Pero hindi pa kasama sa amendment na. Continuing Etong second sentence would be applicable to the first sentence na nakalagay. But Congress may increase inaalaw pa nga ang Congress to increase yung ownership of the Filipino instead of 60-40 pwedeng gawin nakalagay. Pagdating sa tertiary, yun ang ibang usapan na yun. Tertiary talagang can be 100% if authorized by law later. Kaya ako baka mali ang pagkakaintindi lang ng DepEd in fact pinoprotektahan ako ang tingin ko the reason why nilagay ang basic before the word education is to separate it or distinguish it from the tertiary education, which is all under CHED. Kaya si Chairman Popoy de Vera immediately in support wala, kaya magkaiba ang DepEd saka magkaiba ang tertiary, but they refer both to education, which before walang distinction. Ngayon may distinction na.